Hi everyone, massive warm welcome to today's Altcoin Bible. As always, if you want to watch the full version of this episode where I talk about Bitcoin, my short-term forecast, and I add in a couple of other cryptos as well as a bit of surprise each week with my Altcoin Bible, make sure to become a newsletter subscriber by clicking the link below. All right, let's crack into this session today. So my cherry ripe today is Hyperliquid. So I don't know if you've heard of it. But it is a very powerful chart at the moment. It's made a new all-time high and it's had a bit of a compression, but it's looking like it wants to rip higher again. And it's found itself in this nice little range through these shorter term moving averages. This looks like she's trying to reload, but until she clears this upside resistance here at 38 and finds itself in the 40 range, I've got my alert there. That's where I sort of get very aggressive in a breakout motion. But I think if you're interested in this, looking at these shorter term moving averages is a must. Looking at the 10, the 20, so 34 down to 32 I think is good. Anything below 30 I think is a danger zone there for me. The RSI is sloping up, that's where I want it to go with that yellow mark there. But ultimately I think Hyperliquid can really shoot off, and looking at Fibonacci extension levels, I think can probably get to about 50, 60, $70 out of this breakout. She wants to go higher. So that's my cherry ripe here. Shorter term though, be very mindful it needs to break that level. All right, my danger zone for today is virtuals, which have been really, really strong of late. I don't know if it's over as such, the movement up. This could be a bit of a false breakdown where we just reverse here, but I'm just looking to my eye that, look, this wedge pattern is very coherent, a bit of a deviation breakout above this level. It's come straight back down, lost the lower trend line, so it's wrecked the longs above, wrecked the shorts below. What's it want to do now? Well, it's compressing in this pennant underneath the trend line, so I don't like this. It's probably an area where I'd be looking to short back into the resistance. So it does look like it's tried to reclaim above and has failed, especially on that wick there. RSI still sloping down. It's holding the 50, so that's a bit of a positive. But here the bias is on the bears, I think, to come down to 162, that type of region. So if you're a buyer, I'd be looking down in this cluster through here on top of that 50-day moving average as well, so down to 165. Shorters should have a fun time if it starts breaking down. Yes, but ultimately that's where I see it. And then on the upside, so if you're buying in these types of regions, I think you'd be targeting the prior highs through here as a bit of a take profit level, and then looking a bit higher for virtuals. Okay, my one to watch today could easily be a cherry ripe, but I think cherry ripe would be reserved for above the 200-day moving average. This red line is very, very important. Nothing good happens beneath the 200-day moving average. Everything good happens above it. So that's what I'm focused on right here. It's had 3 attempts. 1, 2, 3. This would have caught a lot of people out this wick through the top there. If it can do it on the 4th here and rip straight through and find resistance into support, then happy days. ETH is off, and probably altcoins are going to have a real fun time of it. But look, so many alts have looked like this above their 200 of late, and it's just bounced through here and actually broken down. So I'm just cautious here, even though everything looks fantastic here. I think the RSI looks really, really good. I'm waiting for ETH to break that 2700 level. If you're a buyer here, I'd be buying down into 2400, having bids laid there, or just waiting until that breaks. After that, I think ETH's probably going to 3300 quite quickly. I think it shoots up like that and really runs pretty hard. In my longer version as well, I looked at EIGEN. I think EIGEN runs really hard if Ethereum breaks out. They're kind of a symbiotic relationship, sort of that ecosystem play on top of the base layer play. So that's my 3 picks this week, guys. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll check again with you soon. All right, see you, bye.